Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you all please rise. Gentlemen, please remove your caps. Active military and veterans may keep your caps on while rendering the military salute. As the Detroit Tigers and the Houston Astros invite you to join in the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner, performed today by the Lutheran Choraleers. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Ladies and gentlemen, they are the Lutheran Choraleers with our national anthem.
Hi, I'm Mike Newman. It's good to be with you. I wrote a book called Hope When Your Heart Breaks, Navigating Grief and Loss. And there's one area of heartbreak that I resonate to, and it's the heartbreak veterans experience. My cousin, we called him Tyke. He was Anthony Musto Jr., U.S. Marine, fought in Vietnam. When he came back, he wasn't the same. His life was really crushed. He was addicted to drugs. He entered into a pathway of trying to cope with the trauma he went through, and it wasn't long before, due to drugs, he died tragically at a very young age in my uncle's arms and his father's arms. So as a family, we experienced, in a family full of veterans, we experienced some of the crushing loss that takes place because of the rigors of war. And it wasn't just in the past. My nephew served in Iraq as well. His buddy next to him in the sleeping quarters was killed by mortar fire. And my nephew not only escaped a close call, but wondered why wasn't it him. So I've lived and walked with family members who are veterans, very grateful for them, but also I understand and I hear the pain they go through. The question is, how do you pick up the pieces? How do you pick up the pieces when you're going through that kind of pain? There's a great verse in Psalm 147. It talks about God who heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. You know, it's good to have counseling. It's important to have it. It's good to have all the support systems of your family and friends. But God, who sent his son Jesus Christ to break the bonds of death, is the one who can bind up your broken heart, who can walk with you through the difficulty, and who can bind up your wounds. You know, sometimes as a veteran, you may be tempted to confuse escape with rest. Escape multiplies pain. You know what I'm talking about. You try to escape into drugs or alcohol or doing dangerous things or even contemplating ending your life. You want to escape from the pain you're going through. But you know, God gives you something better than escape. While escape multiplies the pain, God gives you what's called rest. Rest replenishes you. Rest binds up your wounds and moves you forward. What does rest look like? You know, rest can look like just hanging with friends and being replenished by them. Rest looks like receiving what God gives in his word. He speaks to you. It's a living word. It's a nutrient. It'll bring life to you. Rest includes using your gifts, music or art. Rest means serving others, blessing others, and using your pain to pour into the lives of the people around you. It means worshiping. It means receiving Holy Communion. It means the gifts of baptism, being filled up by what God gives. Rest means receiving counsel and taking time and quiet. Rest builds up. It binds up your wounds. It replenishes you. And you know what Jesus said? He issued an invitation. So for you as a veteran, hear this invitation. Jesus said, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." You know, my prayer is that you can find hope in our Savior, Jesus Christ. That's the lifeline for me. Hope in him. That's the only way I can get through. I hope it's the way you get through too, by his grace, and that you receive all the replenishment he gives. I'll talk to you next time.